occasionally people will ask me what is the hardest thing or the most frustrating thing about being a cop. I don't always have an answer to that question because it kind of depends on what I've done that day, what I've done that week, and kind of what's been happening lately. Today, I'm going to tell you the most frustrating thing about being a cop today is going to work, doing an awesome job, having a lot of great interactions with people, and then coming home, turn on the news, and having to listen to politicians talk about how shit you are at your job and how they know how to do your job better than you. So it's just one of those random days, not very busy, nothing crazy happened. Kind of towards the end of the shift, I had to go check a residential burglary alarm. Someone's alarm on the house went off. Part of town I work is an extremely high crime area, inner city area. Extremely high drug use, extremely high prostitution, very, very dangerous part of the city. If it's not the most dangerous as far as homicides and shooting goes, it's 1 and 1A. So I drive down to this house, knock on the doors, walked around the house, make sure nothing looked like it was damaged, and then I ring their ring doorbell. The person comes across the ring doorbell, says they're not home, asks if there's anything I can do. I tell them that the alarm went off, but everything looked fine. They said, yeah, I just left 5 minutes ago. I probably screwed up my alarm. All right, no problem. So I turn around and walking out. One neighbor asked me, hey, officer, is everything okay over there? This young black guy. It's like, yep, their alarm went off. Everything looks good. He's like, all right, thanks. I walk across the street, about to get in my car. Some guy comes running out of his house. He's like, yo, officer. He's like, you got any stickers? And I was like, yeah, I do have some stickers, man. And he was a young male black, probably in his mid-20s, maybe late 20s, early 30s. It's hard to tell. He had dreadlocks, lived in half of a double, right next to some houses that in the past at least have been dope houses. I don't know if they still are. He comes over and he's got this big smile on his face. He's like, yeah, my nephews and nieces are coming over and they all want to be cops. So I wanted to get a sticker if I could. I said, yeah, how many stickers you need? He asked for 5 or 6. I remember. I gave him a bunch of stickers. He stood there in the middle of the street, big smile on his face, said, thank you so much, man, thank you. Reaches out his hand, shakes my hand. Usually I give people fist bumps. Just something that cops do most of the time. This guy was really nice, really genuine. I wanted to shake his hand because I appreciated, believe it or not, him asking me for stickers, in my opinion, was kind of a kind gesture. So I wanted to return the favor. And then I go home, I turn on the news, and I have to see politicians talking about how they're doing XYZ to heal the divide in the community. And these politicians are people who have never set foot in this neighborhood without a security detail. They've never walked down these streets. Nobody is ever going to walk up to that politician with a big smile on their face, say, yo, man, how you doing? I don't know, it just boggles my mind. I don't know if there's any other job in the world where the people who do the job and the most important customers of that job, which would be the people in the neighborhoods that I work in, are so divided between the people that are making the rules and legitimately have no idea what actually goes on down there. They say all these things, trying to make sure I don't say this the wrong way. They say they're trying to heal the divide. What they're actually doing is they're creating a divide, because by creating that divide, they're trying to unite people to fight an enemy, and they're creating an enemy out of me, and I am not the enemy. So when people ask me from now on what the worst part about being a police officer is, I'm going to tell them that the worst part about being a police officer is that the people who are in charge a lot of the time are trying to make the people that I'm trying to help believe that I'm the enemy.